Hello, I am Liam, and today I will show you how to light your beekeeping smoker. I am the beekeeper of the family, and I will upload some videos. Today I will be using my standard 7-inch smoker. To start the smoker up, I will use this propane torch with an igniter already made in, so you don't have to strike a match or anything. Just is a little bit quicker. To start off with, I will be using as a starting fuel, I will be using a smoker rag. Now this just gets it started. You light this rag up and then you put it in the smoker, and I will demonstrate this in a minute, but you put it in the smoker and then you pile in the main fuel, and that just snuffs out the starting fuel, but it lights the main fuel, and then you get a smoke. So you don't have a flame, you will have a smoke. Now for the main fuel, I am using, I believe to be pine wood shavings from Tractor Supply Company, and it's just their flake ones, not the chip. The chip are way too fine for this, but the flake, I bought it for another purpose, and this is what I've used it for. You can normally buy a big bundle for very cheap, so I have a lot of excess from what I originally bought it for. So here we go. This is my smoker. It has a ventilation plate that comes with it. This plate on the inside, it sits on the bottom here to give an airspace. When you pump the bellows pulls air from in here and then pushes it out here, so you can, it goes across this chamber. It pushes out this little hole here and then pushes it into this cone hole in the smoker to blow air into the chamber. Now this ventilation plate sits on the bottom so that the air can come in from the bellows, go up to the smoke, and then blow the smoke out the top funnel here. Now you just take your plate, stick it down here in the bottom, make sure it's flat, and there's what it should look like when it's done. Now when you blow the bellows, you should be able to feel air coming out of this nozzle, because it pulls in air here, pushes it, goes through, and then it goes through the smoke chamber, comes out, and it blows smoke with it. Now I'm going to show you how to light it. Now I'm going to be lighting my smoker in our family's fire ring, pit, whatever you want to call it. It's just an old tractor trailer rim. We decided that would be our fire pit. We're going to leave our smoker here for now. We're going to take our starting smoker rag, and one side of it burns easier than the other, so you just have to make sure that you get the tougher side first, for just I choose to. Now we're going to burn it, and it's going to blacken as it burns, and it's got little white ridges in it once it starts to burn. So we're just going to burn it till it becomes a solid black almost. And some of my old fuel up there that I dumped out is lighting up. Now that should be good enough. We're going to turn our propane torch off. I'm going to flip it over with my screwdriver, light it from the bottom side again, and it don't want to stay lit. See how easily one side burns versus the other one? And this, I have to turn it upside down to do it like this, but this torch don't really like it. So now for the best way to extinguish this flame, I'm just going to hold it down with my screwdriver and blow on it. Now that produces a puff of smoke like this. Now I'm going to take this, dump it in my canister, and I'm going to put this inside the fire ring because the bottom gets hot. Now we're going to take our main fuel, which is them flake shavings, put them in there, puff it a couple of times throughout doing this, just to ensure that there's airflow going through and it keeps that bottom piece lit instead of being completely snuffed out. We're just going to keep doing it. Puff the bellows some more. Now, pack it a little more. Now, I'll take my screwdriver handle, since these shavings are cold, and pack them in there tightly, because it burns a little bit better, I found out. And I'll take the shank metal end of my screwdriver and just stick it down there for an air hole in the middle. And then you pile some more loose. Don't pack these top ones. You just pile some more loose up here. Puff it a couple more times. and you can see it's already starting to take on that. And I normally will sit this in here and then go a couple of feet away and put on my bee suit while watching it. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Now we have our smoker lit. Our smoker's been lit for about 7 to 8 minutes, and you can see how much wider the cloud of smoke gets now that you let it sit, and then pine shavings burn and the sap burns out of them, and it's just a thick white cloud. If you can see that any, it's getting a little windy now, but that is how you light your beekeeping smoker. Thank you for watching.